Hi, my name is Mark Baiada, and I'm the president of Baiada Home Health Care. At Baiada, our mission is to help people have a safe home life with comfort, independence, and dignity. We believe our clients come first, and our employees are our greatest asset. One of the key jobs in the office is the role of the client service manager. The client service manager is responsible for connecting with the client, understanding the care plan they develop with the clinical managers, and sending a wonderful group of field employees to provide the care according to the plan, and then taking care of the myriad of other problems, scheduling and management around it. We now have a short video about what life is like inside the office on a day-to-day basis as they're working hard to make sure that our top quality care really comes to every family we serve. So I hope you enjoy the video and get a better sense inside the work we do. Thank you.
When I initially took the position, I truly didn't understand the job that I was coming into, that I was accepting. On paper, it looks, nice. You're filling clients, you're helping, employees, and it's an office position. It's become more than that. I've become attached to a lot of my clients, a lot of my employees. They mean they're family to me now.
It was really an easy segue for me to come to Baiada. And the reason was because, innately I want to help people. I'm a social worker. I've been a social worker my entire life. And so what I believe in and I align with is the mission of Baiada. And the mission is about keeping people safe at home, providing quality services, caring, compassion, and excellence in our work.
It's easy to forget that the nurses that we're talking to on the phone or emailing with primarily, that, they love coming into the office. They love seeing us. They like when we come out to the client's home and see that we're recognizing that they're doing a good job and that we appreciate what they're doing. And I think that makes them feel really special and it makes them feel important.
When hiring field staff members, of course, first and foremost, I want to make sure that they're qualified to be able to take care of our clients. But we're also kind of going that extra step to look for somebody who is going to be compassionate, who's going to go into the home and become a part of the family and make sure that, the clients are living the life that they want to live, that more dignified, as normal life as possible. So when you're asking questions, you want to make sure you kind of grab that out of them and hopefully you see that come through. One of the toughest parts of the job, I think, is giving feedback to the employees. You give positive feedback to them if they're doing well, but you also have to provide developmental feedback. When I am sending a new nurse out to a client, it's important to make the right match because, the client came to Baiada because they wanted quality service. And we, as CSMs, want to make sure that they're getting that nurse that they need that's going to fit in to their schedule perfectly.
I always find a nurse who's been on the case for a while. I want that new nurse to be with someone who is very knowledgeable with the care. We always inform the family, too, that there's going to be two people there in your home. And so they're expecting two nurses. We explain to them why. And of course, we make sure the family is very comfortable with that nurse when she's done her orientation to work on a shift by herself.
A large part of our job is finding the right fit for clients, sending out nurses. And unfortunately, I have sent out a newer nurse that did not work out with a client. So now I am going to call them and let them know that they are not on that case any longer.
Hi Ashley, this is Stephanie from Baiada. Good. Well, I'm actually calling with some bad news. I know we've talked a few times about the new case that you're on and some of the concerns that Mom was having. Unfortunately, she has decided not to have you back. She just doesn't feel that it's a right fit.
It's a challenge to find the right nurse for a client. There are times where I have sent nurse after nurse after nurse after nurse, and the client has called me and sent them away each time. But keep your head up because you will find that nurse that the client is going to fall in love with.
When I get here Monday morning, we go out to the box.
the aides and employees can drop off the payroll anytime over the weekend. So we go Monday morning and get all the payroll from the box. And there's a ton of it. So we first take it to our desk, get it separated, and get it to the right CSM. Then we go to the fax machine. Our employees can fax in their paperwork as well. So we'll get the faxes and the original timesheets that are in. We'll take them to our desk and get them alphabetized, and we'll start entering.
Every week we process our payroll. We check for the correct date, time of the shift. We check for the nurse's signature, verifying that they worked the hours that they said they did. We also check for the client's signature. Once all of those things are verified, we can go ahead and process the timesheet.
So this is a list that we have of employees that need to come in and make corrections. So I'm just calling them today and letting them know to come in this week to make those corrections to the sheets so we can get them filed correctly. I just wanted to let you know we have some timesheets in the office that need corrections. Would you be able to stop in tomorrow or Wednesday? Tomorrow, that would be great.
Jada, have you had a chance to talk to the new client's wife?
No, not as of yet. Did you get the service request?
I do. Here's a copy of it.
Okay. Do you know when they want to come out? When do they want us to start?
They were thinking about possibly by Friday afternoon.
Okay. Let me give the client a call and I'll see what time works best for them.
A large part of our job is maintaining client files, keeping all of their medical information in one place, organized for insurance companies, for reauthorization purposes, and just for our own quality assurance.
I'm going to print an availability list. Each week we typically tend to print a new updated one. Makes it easier to staff cases. You can print by zip code, last name. Zip code typically helps to staff a certain case in a certain area. It helps to run it as often as possible, usually at least once a week, to see what new employees we got, what area they're in, what hours they're looking for, and that report is run through Bears. And once you print it, you can start making calls, sending emails to employees who are available in that location. This is our opens board. We have all of our ongoing opens listed. So when field employees come in, they can see what's open and see what hours they're available for. Each CSM daily updates the board. They write new cases that open up. Sometimes an employee may come off. So it goes up here so it's easily accessible to us and the field employees.
For staffing for a specific case, we generally look at the availability list and go by zip code and by area first. I also usually send an email blast out to all field staff, just a little bit of information about the specific client, what they're interested in, what the hours are, and then I wait to get some responses back. But I also cold call some of our employees as well and try to see if I can find the right match. And then we'll also advertise on online for that specific case and see if we can get some prospects through the pipeline for that case as well.
I received a call out from a field employee for a case tomorrow from 10 to 12. I'm now going to look in the system to see what other aides have been there before and see if they're available. I see that Yvonne's available for tomorrow 10 to 12, so I'm going to try and give her a call to see if she can cover the shift.
Hi Yvonne, this is Kevin from BAYADA Home Healthcare. How are you? I'm doing well. I was giving you a quick call to see if you could help out with Beverly tomorrow from 10 to 12. The regular home health aide had to call out. Okay. Great, so you can help? Okay, perfect. I'll put you in there. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Our job can be and is very, very demanding, but I don't feel like I'm alone. I feel like I can lean on the other CSMs to help me, to give me direction, some suggestions. A lot of times I might not think outside of a box. I get so focused on what I'm trying to accomplish. But if I can, and I do say, hey, how can I get this really hard hour covered, by an employee, I'll get a number of suggestions. And that really, really has helped me.
I have a case at Haverford Estates, a gentleman who's going to be adding some overnight shifts to his schedule. I'm going down the home health aid list, but I thought, do you have any suggestions? Anybody looking for overnight help?
Yeah, actually I do. We have that client who is putting services on hold for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Wanda.
Okay.
She would do the Friday, Saturday.
Oh, good.
And what about Island?
Oh, she's a good thought. That would be great.
Because Island would do it overnight if it's long hours.
Right.
How's that?
Yeah, and there's some nice hours. Oh, great suggestions. Thanks.
Now, since I helped you, who can you think of, and you could actually take the bus to this, it would be
Right.
Mary
Okay.
in Haverford. It's like a 4-hour during the middle of the day. It's like a 2 to 6.
Okay.
And it's really a companionship case because she has dementia, but she presents pretty well.
Okay.
But it's really about her being safe.
Sure.
So I'm looking like a 10 to 2 or a 2 to 6. It's a husband and wife that, their mother-in-law lives with them and they want to just be able to get out.
Sure, absolutely.
So,
Okay.
do you have any
Well,
thoughts
as
on
I'm
that?
going down the list, I certainly can look. I
That would
think
be
there are a
great.
few people that like those Sunday short hours. Kalea is one of them. Sure. Car trouble? Oh my. Are you on the schedule for this evening? You are. Okay, let me look that up. Oh, it looks like you're scheduled for an overnight shift tonight, 8 p to 8 a. Okay, so you won't be able to make that. All right. Will you please call us tomorrow? Let us know your car's running and you can make your shifts for the rest of the week? All right, Rhoda, thanks. Okay, bye-bye. Kathy, I know it's getting late in the day, but I just got a call out for tonight, 8 p to 8 a.
Okay.
So we got to put our
Where
heads
are we?
together.
All right. It's 5 o'clock. It's Wednesday. It's time to go, but we have a call out. So at this point, we have to work together to make sure this gets filled. Oh, you can? All right. Well, that's great news. Absolutely. So what time do you think you could be there? Perfect. Is exactly what we need. Great job. Thank you so much. I appreciate your help. All right. I'll let Mary Ellen know and we'll let the client know. Okay. Talk to you soon. Bye. Got it covered.
Yay! Good job!
The reason I come back to work every day and I love my job is because at the end of the day, I'm making a difference in that client's life. I'm allowing them to live at home with dignity and pride, and in the comfort of their own home, surrounded by their loved ones and their family, which is extremely important. I think if we can provide quality service in the home, nobody's going to want to go into a facility or someplace that's unknown or not familiar to that client. So to keep them home and really go out on client visits and see how happy they are in their home and with the relationship that they have with our home health aides and CNAs is really what makes a job that much more valuable and really puts into perspective what we do on a daily basis and how important it is that we provide their services to that client in their own home.
I feel terrible if I am unable to get to the office due to like any kind of storms, and we've had crazy storms lately, but we want to make sure that, or I want to make sure that, my little old lady is going to have someone, during the storm because she really can't help herself. But it's a lot, it means a lot to me.
You can't control everything, but at the end of the day for me, when my clients are happy, I'm happy. That's the true BAYADA way. It's just to go above and beyond and just make sure that they're happy. At the end of the day, that's why I come here every day.
Recognizing the staff is important too because they're the ones that are out there every day. They're getting up early, they're going out in bad weather, and sometimes you're so busy that you forget. But really remembering to thank them, even if it's when they call in about their timesheets or they're stopping in and dropping off. Thank you for getting this in on time. Thank you for being on time for your case, and just constantly reminding them that they're doing a great job.
I feel like if you don't recognize and you don't take the time to show your appreciation, a lot of times they'll feel like they're working in isolation, and we don't want them to feel that way. We are a team. I couldn't do my job without them, and they need to know that I recognize that and that I appreciate everything they're doing. At times the job can be extremely stressful, and it's hard to really relay the reason why. It's different, if you have a nurse call out, or if you talk to a mom and they've had a really hard day, or the client's upset for some reason, even not about BAYADA services, just about their situation. It can be sad sometimes, and that's why we're here, because they're not as happy as they could be, but we are providing a service that can help them have the best life possible. When you go out and you meet your clients and you see them in their daily life and really thriving to the best of their ability, I think that really drives home what we do and makes it worth it.